Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on this 20-inch MTD mower. It is very similar to the last mower that we did, only this time it has a Briggs & Stratton engine and not a no-name Powermore knockoff engine. So this one should be higher quality, the engine at least. The frame and the mower actually look pretty much identical to that other one. I'll put a link up there to part one of the previous mower. So let's see what we got. Yeah, all right, well, there's that. Gas, what do we got? We got gas. It smells kind of like gas. Not as strong as I would suspect. I bet it's full of water. What about oil? Oh, that's actually loose. I wonder if there's water in there. Whoa, it's pretty full. It's right up to the top there. That is not right. It's actually supposed to be right there on one of those 5 lines or so, right where the arrow is, but it's all the way up to the top. Well, that right there is going to be a problem. My guess, with the oil being that high, that the engine is probably locked up, hydrolocked. Yeah. Doesn't want to go. It's I'm pretty sure hydrolocked. First things first, let's get all that oil out of here. Of course I made a mess. Let that do its thing. Oil looks pretty new actually. There's no rainbowing. I'm guessing that they just filled it up to the top and didn't run. The engine locked up and that was it. Hopefully we didn't bend a connecting rod or anything like that, but yeah, made a mess. There's the mess from the last mower. We got a new one here. Oh, alright, now that that oil spill is cleaned up, we can move on. We can start by yeah, that's gonna have to be dealt with. I'm gonna use this purple degreaser on it. Hopefully it does not melt this air filter. That's some strong stuff. The muffler is full of oil. I don't know if you can see that, but there's bubbles on where the holes are, so yeah, we're gonna have to pull the spark plug out and spin it over and clear out all the oil in there. Let's get this plug out of here. Small. Wasn't even tight. I bet you when I pull this out, we're going to see a lot of oil come out of here. Let's see. It's like pulling a drain plug on a car. Well, they tried. This is a brand new spark plug, so I guess it didn't start after the oil change and they probably changed the spark plug hoping it was that. Well, not quite. Alright, I want to get a drill on this to spin it around, so to do that I'm going to take the shroud off and get socket, put it on there. I'm not going to make the same mistake as I made last time. Gotta pull the bail back to spin the engine over quickly. This cable feels a little bit on the stiff side. This is just light machine oil. It's like sewing machine oil. I let that dribble down the cable. There is such a thing as a cable oiler. I have that. I'm just hoping that maybe this will work its way down. It's already better. Alright, ready to spin it up and fling some oil and make a mess. Actually, I want to use a drill for that. Okay, here we go. May as well check for spark while we're here, right? Quite good spark. Everything else is filled up with oil. I'm sure that the carburetor is filled up with oil. So I want to get the carb off of there and we'll drain the tank. So let's see, there's two 5/16 inch screws here. There's also two 7mm, I believe, screws that hold this carb assembly on. We have the carb and the fuel tank on the bench. I have a video on this exact same setup. I'm going to post the link in the upper right hand corner, so if you want to see a detailed carb clean on one of these carbs, you can click on that and see it. I'm probably not going to show much or any of this. I'm going to take it apart, drain the fuel, spray it out, and that'll be it. I'll show something if there's something worth seeing, something unusual, but other than that, it's just going to be a basic carb clean. So I'll bring you back when that's done. Well, there's that. Looks like salad dressing. The whole bottom is water with a lot of dirt and crap in it. Kind of looks like water and oil and black pepper for salad dressing, right? I wouldn't eat that though. The jet on this one was completely plugged. It's corroded in there because it was sitting in water. I've cleared it out, but it may not be as open as it needs to be. We may end up taking it back off and drilling it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it runs. I'm not going to do anything until I see how it performs once it's back together. We're all back together. I rinsed the tank out with fresh gas. I shoved a paper towel down there and wiped it out. There really shouldn't be any water left anymore. So that's clean, and we're ready to put back together. These things go back together very easily. Let me just wipe off all the scuzz, and actually while this is all apart, let me clean in there. As I was saying, these things go back together really easily. Let's just put the governor throttle linkage on. Let's see, this goes just like this. We should hear a click. Kind of. It's good enough. And then this, just kind of pull this and get that hooked on there. And we're good. Make sure the linkage is all clear. Excellent. All right, what do I want to do? Before I put all of the covers and everything back on it, I am going to start it up. I'm going to put some fuel in it, start it up, and see how it runs. What am I missing? Well, it did have a primer bulb on it. Got spark? Yep, spark. Bail is pulled back. Should fire. While that's smoking away, I think I'm going to put it back together. I'm not going to mess with drilling the jet or anything more with the carburetor. It runs well enough. It may clear up even a little bit more. It runs pretty smooth now. It may clear up even more as all the oil gets flushed out of the system. But it's very easy to over drill the jets on these very small Briggs motors. So I'm going to leave it be. And it is going to be what it is. Runs fairly decently, I'd say. So I'm going to put all this stuff back together and bring you back. Alright, it's more or less back together except for the side chute and the air filter, which I am still washing. So let's see it fire up from the pull start. So after letting it run a little bit, I decided that I am going to drill the jet just a bit, just one size. This is a number 75 bit, and it just barely makes it through the hole. Okay? So I'm going to put that back so I don't lose that. And I have a number 74 bit chucked in my pin drill. So we're going to just drill that out. I made a mess, but I think we're clear now. It's the next day. This air filter is dry. Seems to be all right. It's not falling apart. The cleaner definitely did a job on the aluminum pan. But I say let's put this back on and fire it up. Cold start. Cold start. Good. I'm under here looking at the blade. The blade looks really good, like someone sharpened it recently. There's no nicks or anything in it, and it's still good enough for me. I don't think I'm going to do anything. I think I'm going to leave it be. One thing left to do: test it. Guys, thanks for joining me on this one. If you like these videos, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.